Okay, welcome to Module 7. This is the home stretch. It's this one, and then one more module. So, happy President's Day. We have President's Day to honor President Lincoln and President Washington. I did open the National Weather Service weather this morning, and it said Washington's birthday today is not George Washington's birthday. George Washington's birthday is February 22nd. So, a little disappointing that the National Weather Service could not get that correct, but just in case you fall prey to anyone else's failure to research, George Washington's birthday is February 22nd. I think Lincoln's is February 16th, and today is the holiday honoring all presidents, but it was instituted to honor those two specifically. Why do we want to honor those two? Obviously, President Lincoln formally ended the horrible practice of slavery. We are all indebted to him. That was awesome. President Washington was so highly regarded in his time that he could have made himself king, and he didn't. And that is tremendous. Our land, our government, everything about our lives would be substantially different but for his decision to not make himself king. So, two great men. Obviously, everyone who attains the office of President of the United States deserves our respect. And today's President's Day to honor them. Okay, Module 7. This is the week we're going to turn in our project. So you have been working on pieces of your project all along. Make sure that you consult the project guidelines and rubric. It's in Module 7 because it has everything. You know, part 1, and then answer these questions. If you're ever a witness in court, you're going to be told by the attorneys, just answer the questions. So, you know, answer the questions. It will lead you through step by step, but much of this you have already done. I tried to give individual feedback last week in the discussions. If I did not get to you, and if you are like, hey, I'm lost here, reach out to me. Send me a message. I will help you. But go through this just step by step. Answer the questions and you will have a fabulous project. You have all done really well on each piece of this. Just impressive work. One resource that I recommended to a lot of you, almost like a broken record, was the Library of Congress. The Library of Congress is that's our scrapbook. That's our record keeper. Look at it. It has primary source material, it has secondary source material, and it is super user-friendly. You go to the Library of Congress website. I'm going to link it with this announcement. And there's a search bar in the upper right. You just put in your topic or put in a name that's part of your topic. Like those of you looking into women's issues, you know, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, you just put that in there and put her name in there, and so much is going to come up. What's a secondary source? A secondary source describes a primary source. What's a primary source? Primary source is something that hasn't been filtered through anybody else. It's somebody's own writings. It's somebody's own creation. It hasn't been filtered through anybody else. A secondary source is looking at that primary source and it's analyzing it. You know, is it good? Is it bad? Is it attractive? Is it unattractive? Is it important? Is it unimportant? You know, and then always everything is subject to bias. We all have preferences, opinions. Things hit us uniquely because of our background, the things we've been through, the things we've learned. So always everything subject to bias. As you know, you guys have done great with that on your assignments. So make sure that you read the module guide. Make sure that you review the module resources. They're very helpful. And then complete and submit your project by Sunday night. But reach out to me. If you're lost, if you're like, hey, I can't find any primary sources. Hey, I can't find any secondary sources. Reach out to me. If you know somebody has the same topic as you, you can look at the feedback in the Module 6 discussion board. But please reach out to me. I don't want anyone sitting there feeling like, I don't know what to do. There's plenty of helps. The modules are all designed beautifully, very helpful. But sometimes you just miss a template or you know, miss a link or whatever. I get overwhelmed too. And just remember, one day at a time, and just do a little bit each day if you can. Reach out to me if you're stuck, and have a wonderful President's Day and a fabulous week.